Let's open a portal into the dream. Let's hope we get put on the north side.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
Well, got put in the middle.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty
Never pass up an opportunity to
trinkets.
study the past.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
Rawr, power and trinkets. Rawr. Oh yeah. What? No, I feel smaller.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
I have small PP energy.
Trinkets, yes.
Rawr, pretty trinkets. Yes, rawr. Fucking kill yourself. What's this? Container.
Grandfather, surely you could rest and leave the cleaning of this place to someone else.
Allow an old dragon a bit of nostalgia. I used to be the keeper of this place when I was younger than you. I believe we can help each other.
I appreciate your patience, Adhikar. I'm sure we'll get this place cleaned in no time. I'm here to help you. Senegorus, can you tell me more about this place? The Veiled Auditorium is where we used to bury our dead. Us dragons live quite a long time, but old age does eventually take us all. Though the aspects play by different rules, I imagine Caligos told you he plans to put to rest the last essence of Syndragos and Malagos. Well, we can't do that with the Veil Auditorium in a mess now, can we? I'm ready to begin helping clean the Veil
There
Auditorium.
is great power within you. Use it
Shall we begin?
wisely. Do what you
Ah, the Veil
must
Auditorium.
to
I
save
was
the
given the
world.
task to be sort of gravekeeper, which includes keeping the wildlife away from the area. I had rather a fun spell split up with several tombs kept within this place to deal with such pests. The other blues did not approve of my reckless methods, so I had to keep the tombs hidden. Tomes, not tombs. Here, allow me to cast a spell on you to grant you the sight of these old tomes. Once they are all gathered, we can cleanse this place of the corruption that has infested it.
I believe it is time for a nap.
I'm ready to
Just give me
receive the
one
blessing.
moment. Ah, the spell seems to have fizzled out. Well, I won't make you wait on this old dragon. Stellagosa, could you aid our friend?
Of course, Grandfather. I remember it well. Whenever you're ready, friend. Greetings,
Oh
my
no,
friend.
he's suffering dementia. It's fascinating to be standing in this place. I've heard so many stories about the area from my grandfather. I'm ready to receive the spell and find Senegrosa's ancient
I hope
tomes.
to see you again soon. There you go. The trail should be quite easy to follow now. I'll help Grandfather get to the next location.
Thank you, my dear. Champion, we'll be able to see what you see with this spell. Quite handy for extra commentary. I believe I may have put too much power into that spell to save young Caligos from Razageth. It's taking quite some time to recover.
Dun, 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 dun.
These ancient halls. In the old times, blue dragons would claim a small location in the ossuary where they wished to have their remains sent. We used dragonblight in Northrend as a final resting place, when it was impossible to return to the Isles.
What the tomes say? This tome describes the fascinating ways of combining spheres of arcane magic. Huh? Spooky.
Those who could make it back here after Neltharion nearly wiped us out passed within these halls. I was ordered to leave their remains undisturbed. I was the last remaining gravekeeper after that, given the task to update all the graves before we departed.
This tome describes how to manipulate an object to roll at high speeds regardless of the physical limitations.
Younger, more rebellious then. They gave me the gravekeeper role as a way to teach me responsibility. It wasn't until the War of the Ancients that I took it seriously.
These tomes describe how to force various creatures to stick to parts of conjured arcane shapes. Someone put a fucking skull on the statue. He be doing a little trolling. So what the fuck did I need to do for this? Probably need an inscription to get it.
The blue dragonflight.
Did you find my old tomes?
May the wisdom
Here they
of the
are.
Titans
I'm glad that some things have survived all this time.
the dragon.
I remember having so much fun rolling these creatures up with these spells. Unfortunately, I fear that these old bones will not let me move as quickly as I once did. I would love for you to give it a shot. Let me live vicariously through you. The more creatures you roll up, the bigger the ball becomes. The bigger the ball, the bigger the creatures you can roll out. Speak to me, and I shall give you the special arcane ball to roll up the creatures around here.
I believe it is time for a nap.
I have so many memories of this place, though I fear I've forgotten more than I remember. I'm ready to use the arcane ball to clear this place up.
There is great power.
Ironic that they released a remake of that game, which this is based off recently.
Getting the hang of it now. I spent so much time.
Never actually played it, but I've been watching a playthrough of it.
Grandfather, this seems highly inefficient. Don't you have spells to clear the creatures out instantly?
Oh, my dear Stellagosa. When you live as long as we do, you must sometimes favor enjoying life over being efficient.
I admit the charm is growing on me a bit.
Annoying. Wonder if we have to restart the entire thing.
I am the oldest.
Abby's
Getting the
rolling.
hang of it now. I spent so much time rolling up creatures in my youth.
Grandfather, this seems highly inefficient. Don't you have spells to clear the creatures out instantly?
Oh, my dear Stellagosa. When you live as long as we do, you must sometimes favor enjoying life over being efficient.
I admit the charm is growing on me a bit.
They get squished like cat.
Very good. Bring the ball closer to the top tomb entrance and launch it into the sky.
Well, that was fun.
If the blue dragons frowned upon your ball escapades, why were you allowed to continue doing it?
Malagos was quite amused by it. He even joined me a few times when time allowed it. And when he was a much more light-hearted aspect.
Gravestones. Phalagosa, deceased unknown disease. Ralagosa, deceased, Burning Legion. Saragosa, alive, Gravekeeper. Wendigosa, alive, Arcane Weaver. Karagosa, deceased, Nefarian's Betrayal. Dulagosa, deceased, Nefarian's Betrayal. Selikoskos, deceased, Nefarian's Betrayal. Emagos, deceased, Nefarian's Betrayal. Stellagos, alive, Cobalt Assembly Surveyor. Malagos, alive, Aspect of Magic. Syndragosa, deceased, Nefarian's Betrayal. Umbral Skull, alive, Arcane Student. Eldergrosa, alive, Arcane Teacher. Yeah, it's kind of funny how like Nefarian's like kill of Syndragosa, like he literally launched her from like the middle of the continent all the way to the far north. Which actually isn't as far if you think about it, because the world wasn't actually shattered yet. Graverios, deceased, Nefarian's Betrayal. Zogosa, deceased, Nefarian's Betrayal. Hexagosa, Nefarian's deceased, Nefarian's Betrayal. Melagos, deceased, Nefarian's Betrayal. Velagos, alive, Whelplin. Mulgosa, alive, Whelplin. Slippergosa, alive, Whelplin. Archegos, alive, Whelplin. Sapphiron, alive, Whelplin. Why are the live whelps on? Why are the live dragons on the tombs?
Come closer.
Fine work.
One.
Again, young one.
Are not what
We will
used to be.
join you shortly. We'll be joined shortly by Kalagos and Alexstrasza. Before then, I have a request. There was a tradition to have the gravestone set before your death. It would allow you to choose where you would want to rest when you pass. It was the job of the caretaker to upkeep the gravestones and deposit their lingering essence of the arcane at the side. Before our guest join us, would you help me with this task? Take this list and all these graves, update the existing graves, and place the new ones.
The dragonflight.
Grandfather, why are you still tasked with updating these graves? Surely it should go to younger drakes.
Young Kalagos was insistent I rest. But I have been waiting for a very long time to return here and clean this place. These graves deserve to be updated. It is not good for the dead to be left without rest.
Bring back thy dead. Quellagosa deceased. Pierce dimensional boundaries. Omagos deceased magical accident. Eragos deceased magical accident. Ashagos deceased slain by black dragons. Shilagos deceased magical accident. Vertigos deceased slain by black dragons. Faragos deceased magical accident. Picagoros Nexus War. Never heard of that one. And I haven't heard of most of them. Alright, we already read this one, let's update the gravestone. Alright. Wendigos deceased unknown disease. Stellagos deceased by slain by Nightfallen. Malagos slain by adventurers. Umberskull deceased unknown. Eldergross deceased unknown. Saragossa deceased slain by unknown adventurer. Saragossa. Aragos slain by infinite dragonflight. Balakogos slain by own creation. Terragosa, self-sacrifice. Caragosa, deceased by dwarf. Maldagrosa, slain by Brutalis. Viligoros, deceased unknown. Murgosa, slain by kin. Sepagosa, slain by kin. Aragola slain by Medivh. Sephiron slain by Lich King. Upalagosa, deceased Crystal Song Forest disaster. Yaragosa, deceased Crystal Song Forest disaster. Buragolos, magical accident. Wolfagosa, slain by black dragons. It's been so long since I've seen these halls. Those were my family and friends, many lost in Nefarian's betrayal. Some sadly were lost afterwards. There was a time where I thought about their faces every day. I must admit, in my old age, I've forgotten what many of them look like. Do not linger on that sad thought. There will come a time where I shall see them once again.
Do what you must to save.
Can you tell me more about Malagos? Of course. The Malagos that you may have heard of was the former aspect of the Blue Dragon. His mind was broken when the majority of his flight was slaughtered by Nefarian 10,000 years ago. Not so long ago, Malagos came to his senses and promptly sought to destroy all mages within Azeroth, believing that they had no right to wield arcane power. Unwilling to change his mind, he was killed. Some time later, young Kalagos was chosen to replace Malagos as aspect. But before the madness, before Nefarian, he was jovial, kind Malagos, and Sindragosa had many large gatherings within the Azure span. I miss those days of lavishry when laughter echoed in every mountain of the Azure archives.
May the wisdom of the Titans guide you. The dragon.
Thank you, Arkai. I believe that we are prepared for our guests to arrive.
I believe it is time for a nap.
It's been so long since I've seen these halls.
There is great
The preparations
power
are now complete.
within
Kalecgos and Alexstrasza should be here soon, TM. And the remaining essence of the Sindragosa and Malygos. Both suffered such violent ends. I've heard even with his last breath, Malygos cursed Alexstrasza. And Sindragosa, she was slain 10,000 years ago by Deathwing, and yet she was reanimated by the Lich King and slain by adventurers. I can only imagine the state the essence is in. Forgive my ramblings. Kalecgos and Alexstrasza should be here shortly.
Do what you must to save the world, hero. Here they are now. Greetings, Kalecgos. And to you, Lifebinder.
Ah, Senegers. I saw the remnants of your arcane ball. I am heartened to see you have not forgotten your old ways. Kalecgos, you may do the honors to lay the essences of Malygos and Sindragosa to rest.
Thank you. Sindragosa, Malygos, I am sorry it took us so long to give you this peace. May you have the rest now you were robbed of in life. How can I help?
Thank you for aiding Sindragosa, okay? It's time to return to the archives.
Oh, watch yourselves. The essences seem to be emitting some strange arcane energy.
It was not uncommon for powerful blue dragons to have their memories reanimate in this way, once they were put to rest. Stellagosa and I can investigate this. I believe you have more of our kind to locate, correct? I believe we can help each other. May the
I admit I've
wisdom
forgotten
of the
about this
Titans
phenomenon. Blue dragons
guide
who
you.
have met a violent end occasionally have some lingering arcane energy. That energy may manifest in various ways once the essence is laid to rest. Luckily, it's simply enough process to dispel them. Simply wave anything through the energy and it will disperse. I shall investigate the essence of Sindragosa and Malygos with this great gravestone while you handle that.
How strange. Are these remnants from Malygos and Sindragosa's past?
It would seem so. It appears they were unable to truly depart from this world when they were slain.
I saw many strange phenomenon such as this when I laid to rest the blue dragons that made it back here from Neltharian's betrayal.
It was a tragedy that so many were killed, including Sindragosa. Even then, the Lich King allowed her no rest. It pained me to see her raised into undeath.
I could not believe it when word reached my brood of what happened to her. It is a small blessing that she did not linger for long in such a state.
Sindragosa and Malygos both deserved better. I hope now we have given them their proper rest.
But yeah, we got our own Drake. We have our own raised Drake. What raised up a red dragon from died even further north than Sindragosa. I wonder who the friend is. As you look at the figure, the memories associated to it flood into your mind as if they were your own. You are risen from the dead. There is a figure, the Lich King. He knows your name is Sindragosa. You are bound to his will. The once vibrant personality you had is gone, replaced with hatred and bitterness. Hatred towards Malygos who abandoned you, bitterness towards the world that betrayed you. Is this what you've become? Where does the Lich King's will end and Sindragosa's begin? Damn. Much Death Knight lore as well. It didn't work. The memory doesn't go away and instead flashes fill your mind. Aberrations testing your strength, torturing you, preparing you to fight the enemies of the Lich King. Adventurers surrounding you, wielding their pathetic magic against your might. You are eventually destroyed, but not fully. Your essence was entrapped within the crystalline form and handed to the one named Kalagos. You scream in fury. They believe you are at peace. They do not know that you are stranded. Once again, no one is coming to save you. You are trapped for eternity inside this crystal. Just as you believe the memories end, it begins again, rising from the dead, full of hatred. You feel the memory begin to seep into your corners of your mind. It feels as if you were your very own. Cast out by your fellow aspects, the great Malagos left alone to protect Azeroth from mortals. The others do not understand what you have been through. You were at the forefront against Nefarian. You lost everything, Sindragosa, your flight, your very mind, yet you still sought to save Azeroth from itself. And for that, your once beloved sister helped lead a band of adventurers to slay you. The image does not vanish. A battle of destruction of your very self, the sadness of your fellow aspects at your death. Yet, a small part of you survived. They called it the Heart of Magic. They do not know it still contains the last of your essence. You feel regret seeing the faces of those you once loved. Perhaps you were the one who betrayed them. You do not have long to dwell on this, as the memory returns to violence. Death, destruction, torment, this is all that you know now. There is no escape. The mortals and the aspects must pay for their actions. You see an image of Nefarian, the former Black Dragon aspect. Memories begin to flash as if they were your own. You were suspicious of Nefarian. Malagos trusted him. They fought Galakron together. They saved Azeroth. Who were you to go against that? You put aside your suspicions. It was paranoia to believe that an aspect could be corrupt, and yet it happened. You curse yourself when the fighting began. You should have taken a stand. You could have stopped this. This all happened because of your inaction. Sindragosa, the Azure Queen, would be no more. The image does not remain stubbornly, refusing to dispel. Instead, more of the images linger in your mind. You are gravely wounded. Before you lost sight, you saw the blue dragon wiped out in an instant. You're flung into the cold reaches of the Northrend, far from your home in the Azure Archives, far from your intended resting place in the Veiled Osorium. Perhaps you could reach Dragonblight, find your rest there. You call out for your love Malagos, but he does not answer. You realize that there will be no rest. You are alone. Love for the world of mortals is replaced with hatred, but before everything fades.
The blue dragonflight is but a shadow.
That should do
of
it.
its former
Though it's
glory.
odd not all of the memories were dispelled as quickly as I'd hoped. Let's speak with Kalagos to let him know we should keep an eye on this.
Do what you must to save the world, hero.
It is not unnatural, unusual that Malagos and Sindragosa would have such powerful memories. From what I've understood, their deaths were particularly painful, both slain by adventurers. It breaks my heart to think of Sindragosa enduring the death not once but twice after being raised by the Lich King. But enough of this old dragon's ramblings. Stellagosa and I will meet you back at the Azure Archives. Oh fuck, I got to
There is
Azure Archives.
great power within you. Use it wisely. Come closer, little one. My eyes are
Fuck, I gotta get all the way to the Universal Archives, that's gonna be annoying. Hopefully wormholes off cooldown. Oh yeah, we got that quest as well. Let's open a portal into the dream. Use man.
The strong hinges of Three Poles Lookout forgot to order supplies again. We need someone to hunt and gather to keep the place going.
What this? Stories, okay. Could hand them in since we do have our buff. But we still have to finish these stories. There are a few of them.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets. Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets.
Oh shit, it's actually taking much longer than it did.
There's magic in everything.
What this mini dwelp doing? Thank you for your help, Adaka. As you can see, more blue dragons have arrived, yet some are still missing. We can't forget about them. I will also ensure we find out more information about this strange phenomenon with Malagos and Syndragos' memories.
Together, we can achieve.
Many blue dragons have returned, and many others have informed me that there are plans to make their way to the Isles. There are a few key members of the flight, however, we've not heard from. One of them may be available to help. Azure goes stationed within the Nexus in Northrend. You, myself, and Syndragosa will travel to meet Azure Ghost. He has ignored all attempts to contact him from afar. Thanks to our Oathstone being empowered, Syndragosa can now travel further than ever before.
Keep safe.
I am quite curious to meet this Azuragos after all you have told me about him.
He would have been a boon had he answered our original call for aid.
You are a fascinating one.
Let's open a portal into the dream.
This is all your fault, isn't it, Calicos? It's absolute chaos here, and you just happen to show up to...
Azuragos, you shall cease this behavior at once. Show respect to your aspect, and inform us of the situation you find yourself in.
Lady Syndragosa?
Damn, she made a lot of memories.
Ah, greetings and whatnot.
What do you want? I have plenty to keep me busy in the Nexus before all of this. Can you tell me more about the Nexus? What have you found here? Wouldn't you like to know? This is formerly Malagos' domain. It's filled with magic that he discovered much during his state of madness. Now I'm in charge of this place. It's not safe to allow any random mortal to walk in and take what's in there. That's all that you get from me. My research and what I found within are my own business.
Do take care out there. My.
Perhaps Calagos' timing is not as bad as I thought, especially if he has the simulacrum of Lady Syndragosa with him.
Going so soon. Pity. Do take care.
Of course,
out
I can't. I can help you track down the I can help you track down the missing blue dragons. However, I have a mess in my own hands we must address first. Moments ago, several bursts of arcane energy swept through the Nexus, followed by attacks of these strange arcane creations. I can create a method of tracking down the blue dragons if you can put down the locations of the wild arcana. Take this staff, do not break it, and use it on the locations within the Nexus. Oh, and prepare yourself for a fight.
Going so... I apologize, Lady Sindragosa. I did not realize I was in the presence of your simulacrum.
I have heard much of you from Caligos, young Azuragos.
Oh? And how did our mighty aspect describe me?
I told Sindragosa you're a recluse, stubborn, and prone to cutting ties with any who slight you. But I trust you to aid me in being the aspect the blue dragons deserve. I called for your aid in the Azure Span, but you did not answer. I called for you when the Oath Stone was activated, but you ignored me. You may never believe in me, but I need you to believe in your flight and help us find the others who are missing.
I will do what I can. Now, do you know what is happening here?
Judging by the remnants here, I believe we're still seeing the after effects of putting Sindragosa and Malagos' essences to rest. Senegos mentioned this was an uncommon circumstance, but it appears its effects are more widespread than we thought.
Okay, we got a greatly upgraded staff. I found a portal into the dream. Shit, I can't target. Memory of the defender. You reckless mortals are to blame. Let's close the portals into the dream. Memory of the defender. Shit. Memory of Portra. Suffer, mortal. We'll open a portal into the Nexus. The dead come back. Memory of Fiend. Maybe it says Fiend, not Friend. Well, that's not what I placed. Maybe I did accidentally, didn't mean to. Combination hook. You've pulled one of my ghouls into the fight. Thanks, I guess. Okay, we contain the power within the Nexus.
I've done what I can to create a method to find the other blue dragons.
You have my thanks, Azuragos. The arcane disruptions have also calmed down for now, thanks to our friend.
I'm overjoyed to see you.
What do you want? I have plenty to keep this place safe.
Look
Well,
at the
things appear
time.
much calmer now. I suppose I better investigate how widespread these wild memories will become.
Going so soon. Pity.
I have created a magical globe to help you find the remnants of the blue dragons. It should give you the rough locations. Now go. On top of everything else I was working on, I must now investigate these memories that attacked the Nexus. I shall get to the bottom of this.
My, look at the time.
Thank you again, Azuragos. Keep me informed of anything you find regarding these memories. I must focus my efforts in finding the other blue dragons.
You will be the first to know of how much of a burden you have pushed onto me.
Azuragos, a word of advice, if you would hear me.
Lady Sindragosa, I would be honored to hear your words.
I know why you seclude yourself in the Nexus. You look to break the barriers of our realms, to find the one you once loved. To bring one that belongs in another world, to the world of the living.
I had hoped when the gateway to the Shadowlands opened, I would find a way. But all I have are more questions than answers.
What you wish is impossible, Azuragos, if you continue to search for answers alone. Your love will turn to bitter hatred, both for the one you care for, and for the world that refused to give you the answers you seek. Seek aid in your fellow blue dragons. You may never find your answer, but they will help mend your heart.
Thank you, Lady Sindragosa. I shall carry your words with me for the rest of my days.
What the fuck is this? Oh, it's the Draconic Locator.
It's good to see you again.
Hopefully Azuragos will join us later. In the meantime, I have the whole of Azeroth to search.
Fair skies.
Azuragos has narrowed down the locations of the missing blue dragons. Each of us will handle finding several of them. I would entrust you to aid us in finding a few others. Choose where you'd like to go first.
Fly true.
Jesus Christ, this might actually take a bit longer than I thought it would. Oh my god, there are actually fucking tons. Okay, I might not have I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do all of the quests, even no matter how long it takes. Land of pirates, swindlers, and raiders. Zoros once just a captive whelp, has built a mighty reputation as an auction house trader in one of the most cutthroat places of Azeroth. However, his recent investment blunders made him on the front page of Booty Bear's journals. Rescue him before his debt collectors, before his debt is collected by Baron. You think you know anything about Booty Bay? Why, yes I do.
May the wisdom of the Titans guide you.
Oh shit, that's gonna actually happen every time we use the thing.
Come closer, little one. My eyes are...
You will not believe who I read about today in Booty Bear's journal. What is that look for? Okay, I enjoy a light read about the world affairs. Booty Bear's fascinating. Regardless, I read about Zoro. He was once a captive of an evil mage who hated all blue dragons. It looks as though he found his own way in the world since his rescue. A bit of advice for you, young one. Debt is a foolish thing to be in, especially in Booty Bear, and especially to the Baron. Let's retrieve him before the sharks.
I believe it is time for a nap.
I've heard some fascinating things about Booty Bear. If you have any history there with the goblins or otherwise, we had best cover it up. I'll make our rescue much easier. What? No, are you fucking kidding me? This quest actually destroys your rep? That's so dumb. Cause my Booyah Bear rep isn't bad. Oh, this is dumb. Cause my Booyah Bear rep isn't bad. See, look, it's honored. It's probably gonna lower my fucking rep.
Behind me, my friend. We may use this portal to go to Booty Bay. If you wish, you can read about Zeros in the Booty Bay Journal.
Okay, it didn't lower my rep. I guess it just fixes it if if it isn't right. Book loads with blue magic. Current pages invasions with news. Head to my Booty Bay Journal. The crystal schematolas don't fall for the scam. A report of anomalous contributor. A magical blue crystal, they certainly exist, but not in Booty Bay. After a thorough examination, I fully declare that these crystals be worthy as reused glass. All crystals have been taken off the local auction house so that the credibility of our sailors may be preserved. Although it may be too late for Zeros, the primary seller of these crystals. You'll have to believe me when I say that the trusted source told me that Zeros took a loan from the Baron himself for investment. Let's hope that Zeros is the first and last victim of the scam. The page is filled with blue ink swirls. Meet a pleasant mage today. Had a quite a magical potential. It would have offered to mentor her if times were different. She was very energetic, and Emagosa particularly favoured her presence. I have had a very successful encounter against the Withered. The mage had left us shortly after. She looked particularly troubled at any time we were fighting with the Withered. It was as though there were more than just pity there, as if she felt that she could have been one of them. Were her magical upbringing less fortunate? I'm uncertain if I will see the light of the day tomorrow. I have accepted this, and I am saying my goodbyes. The Withered are motivated by something far stronger than and primal than anyone could imagine. The hunger is a force to be reckoned with. I never did see the Dragon Isles again. For you, Resara, the journal entry for today is just for you. Thank you. While this is awkward, it seems to have survived every moment in which I predicted certain death. I have been trying to reach out to Caligos, our aspect. None of my calls have been returned. I understand he is needed everywhere, but surely he can value my wisdom of one such as myself. Alas, he is young and probably busy, like all the rest of them. When you have many years, you remember what really matters far more frequently. Perhaps I'll try and call him again tonight. Well, it certainly has been turbulent few years, hasn't it? Yet here I am, back in the Dragon Isles. It has changed and still changes, but it's home. I know it in my bones. Let's see what adventures await me until the very end. This question is longer than I thought it would be.
I don't care about the truth, only the weight of gold in my hands. If I'm not repaid in full soon, we'll balance the scales with your own, Zeros.
Yo.
Yo.
Hello there, stranger.
Get your hands off me. Oh wait, a minute. You're not from around here.
Now, get to work, Zeros. If you try to run, we'll find you and clip your wings.
Look, believe it. Oh,
I might have liked this place when I was young.
Ah! Wait. Xenagos? What are you doing all the way out here?
Haven't you heard the call, young one? I am here to bring you to the Dragon Isles.
Ah, yes. Well, things being what they are.
look, believe it or not, I'd be in the Dragon Isles already if it wasn't for unfinished business. Recent events have not been kind to me. I owe the Baron, and nobody owes the Baron for long. He will do absolutely fine and skin me if I don't pay up. I invested his money in magical crystals, but the price just crashed on the market because of the front page ripper in the Booty Bay Journal, and the shipment of the crystal is missing. Someone must be plotting my demise. Perhaps the good snitch will help me.
Good to see you.
Out with it, Zeros. Have you gotten yourself in trouble? That goblin didn't seem to care much for you. Why didn't you simply eat him?
He's the Baron.
And you are a blue dragon, albeit a young one.
Shh. I took on a more mature visage form to do business. Please don't blow my cover. Besides, I don't like violence. I deal in gold, not blood. Everyone is your friend here. Until you're broke and need their time. Let's hope I've made at least one real friend all these years.
I believe you may handle this, my friend. Zeros seems to know what to do. A short nap calls my name. You know where to find me.
He be sleeping.
Dragonflight is but a shadow.
You're really not going to help a friend in need? I might be dead tomorrow, you know.
Meow meow. Meow meow.
What do you want?
I shouldn't be surprised that no one will help me for free. Ask for it's his price.
friend.
Got the best deals anywhere.
Her best deals of leather goods in town.
Glad I could help.
Information ain't cheap. Out of everyone, Zoros should know the best. People have sighted a dangerous crocodile around Jamora Point. You know what I see? Money. Money, money, money. Get me the precious skins and maybe I'll remember something important about those crystals Zoros is after. If that's too dangerous for you, your cup of tea, I might open to the other forms of payment too. You know, the most common form. But how much gold?
Be good.
You have to give him a K.
Keep it real.
But we're gonna just get them croc hides, they won't be hard. Interesting, you got both of them. Both the pets. How strong are the crocodiles? Not very strong. Looks like everyone can drop them. I thought only pirates could drop the parrot. Okay, crocodile skin. Value of this oily shine, flexible and used in fashion accessories. Like I'm really hungry. See, that's not worth a K. Like, that was so much easier to just do that.
Yeah, what do you want?
Here's the
Thanks,
skins.
pal. Hot market for these skins, huh? Unlike some other things.
Yo.
Respecterati was the anonymous contributor to the BBJ's front page. Last I heard, he's inspecting the Venture Co. oil rigs.
Have a good one.
This will do.
Glad I could help.
Whatever you need.
The scoundrel I had to dealing with Artie to market these crystals in the paper. Someone must have a bigger deal with him. Artie routinely inspects the Venture Co. company works around the area on the shore. He's always been bringing his own guards, but no one is immune to gold in Bowie Bay. Take my last bit of gold, go to the oil rig, and bribe the guards to look the other way before you confront Artie.
Good to see you. Thanks, Blixrez. Come on, friend. I'll be hiding up in the cliffs overlooking the bay. Please hurry.
He turns himself invisible. We have some gold.
You think that's enough to pay?
Yeah?
Thanks. Time to turn you in now. I'll take your gold, but I'm not giving up my contract.
Then perish.
Ooh, this is triple what Artie paid me. You're the boss now. It's too far away. You think that's enough to pay me off?
Yeah, I figure I can take you. Don't forget me. Think you can take me.
Oh, thanks. Time to turn you in now.
Hello.
Looked in mining for maybe another 5-7 years. Artie lowers his quills and looks you up and down. Who are you supposed to be? You don't look like you're supposed to be here. Demand about the crystals. What? How dare you? Guards, guards! After he looks around at the emptier than usual area around him. Oh. I understand. Look, don't hurt me. No amount of gold is worth losing teeth over. Now, pirates in town paid me to devalue the crystals in Bowie Bay Journal. The captain didn't see the Fancy Zero making all this didn't like to see the Fancy Zero making all his profits. Captain's name? Grub, Redcoat. Now, I do believe their ship is still hanging around the southern coast. Go on, I have important work to finish. You really don't want to irk the Venture Co. company. Pirates, of course. We know where to go next.
I'll be here.
The ram will never find me up here, right? Zero looks around nervously. Okay, thank you. You truly saved my neck here, but, by the way, is Senegos still with you? I don't mean to offend him earlier. The situation when you both arrived, I'm normally a lot more respectable than that, especially to the most respectable of the Blues. I can't believe he personally came all the way here just for me.
So long, friend.
Scrub Redcoat and his crew are notorious for loving money. They do anything for it. I assure you that there is treasure to be had on their own ship, but just in case there isn't, there must be gold within their pockets. Will you do the dirty business of collecting it? I won't question your negotiation tactics, just don't kill them. I'm not trying to start a serious blood feud today.
I'll be here. Good to see you.
Scrub Redcoat spits a sore, crusty loser who thinks he's all tough because he's got a big and buff. He hates that someone like me can make more money than him. Believe it or not, I play the auction house fairly. I'm a saint compared to him. So Grub sold my crystals, and then paid Artie to lie about them so that no one would go looking for them. A fine plan. Grub must have some value on the ship of his. While we going to go take it, search the ship thoroughly.
So long, Fred.
Hello, is there someone there? Is there a thief on the ship? I said don't kill them, but we don't seem to have any other way. This is dumb because I probably could lose them. To the depths! The way it feels good in your hands. He's tougher than we thought. We might have to improvise.
Take me. Check out that noise.
We'll have to improvise weaponry. Now where the fuck is this guy? Hello there.
Are you here for my treasure? Both-legged swine.
You died. The one brass key. Seat of the brass key is glitter with an emerald bouquet too. The gold ignite. More gold! Gold, gold, swimming in gold. Trying to make it quick, it will never get old. We did exactly what he'd said not to do.
is up, Zeros. Did you think you could just fly away?
Whatever you need.
You returned just in time. Do you have what we need?
Good to see you.
It's high time these pirates learn that they can't terrorize anyone they please.
I'll be here.
Oh my god, that looks like a hefty sum.
So long, friend.
Please hurry, the Baron wasn't kidding about my scales. I'm a dragon, as you know, and my scales are worth quite a lot.
I'll be here.
What did you bring back?
So long.
Ah, you returned just in time. A minute later, and I would have found a skinned dragon on your hands. Give me the treasure quick.
Good to see you. I have the payment. Here.
Keep your nose clean in my town.
What do you want? Hand over the treasure.
Ah, but that's not good enough, is it? You owe me a lot more. Bruisers, give me his scales.
You shall leave him intact, Baron. He paid his debt. It is now my turn to do business.
Ah, run!
What do you want?
Cindergross, you just saved my life.
I'll be here.
What amusing creatures.
That was quite the entrance.
I am old, and therefore have lots of tricks, young one. It seems your business is concluded here. Will you return with us? We do need you, Zeros.
I suppose I am now in your debt. Let's go. I hope the Isles are as magical as the rumors say.
The blue dragonflight.
I hope that is the last we see of the Baron. Truth be told, I respect his seat of power in Stranglethorn. We were lucky to find Zeragos still alive. He must have developed quite the positive relationship with the Baron before all this nonsense, or else he would have not been given so much time. Let us return to the archives.
It is time for another.
From the portal comes... Dun 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 dun. Hello there.
I believe we can help.
I'm rather spent from the mission. Let us rest a while.
There is great power within you.
Thank you for helping Safarika. We've still got more blue dragons to track down. I'll give you the honors of choosing the next.
Come back soon.
Unfortunately, that is going to happen every single time. I guess we'll go to Jade Forest next. Daughter of Malagos and Sindragosa, Kuragos survived the turbulent Nexus War that ripped away her life and family. Afterwards, Kuragos sought a permanent summer in the Stranglethorn, finding warmth but not quite pleased, so she moved on to Dawn's Blossom, a few small village nestled in the Jade Forest. A blue dragon would welcome a return.
Well met, friend.
Carrie, yes, I know where she is.
Good luck.
Karagos wrote to me after leaving Stranglethorn some years ago. She said that it was quite beautiful and balmy, but not very quiet. I presumably hope that she has found peace in Pandaria. If I'm honest with myself, I should not be surprised that she hasn't answered the Isle's call yet. We must do our duty and seek her out. If I am doubtfully honest with myself, I would have any excuse to see her again. Let us take a break from these chilly winds and visit Jade Forest.
Together, we can achieve anything.
I have to reset that every time just to get rid of the thing. Or I have to turn off a few add-ons. I don't know which ones are actually causing it. I know it's some garrison table add-on which is causing it. but I don't know which one. Pandaria will be ours.
Hear the bird calls.
I actually heard Old God's speech instead, but oh well. Probably because of this.
I hope you find these to your liking.
Yeah, this is taking far longer than it should have done.
Oh, hello.
Caligos?
Stop. Oh, Calic. Oh, it's good to see you.
It's been too long.
Hello, and welcome to you, too. I am Kirigosa.
This is my friend.
Oh, I think I know of you. News of your exploits have reached even this humble village. We are honored to have you. I suspect you must have important business here.
Somewhat, yes. Have you heard the call of the Isles? The Blue Flight awaits.
Yes, I have heard.
Champion, while we catch up, why don't you take a stroll around the village? There's much to do and see.
It's good to meet you.
Though this village is small, we take great pride in our craftsmanship and cherish our relationship with each other. Pride is a shy, it's a negative emotion. You can't have pride here.
Safe travels to you.
The village carp bring fortune and peace. Their well-being reflects on the health of the village. The carp thrive on the special food made from worm meal and veg paste. It is not as pleasant as it sounds, especially after we finish dehydrating it into a nice, neat block. Here, toss it into the water near them. The pond's required cleaning, so please skim any debris you find.
Please, take care. Stop by any time.
I have been cultivating a new flower in these lands. It is quite versatile, but the villagers and I are still refining it for various use. I just harvested my latest batch today. Will you help me deliver them?
Safe travel. You certainly took your time to pay me a visit.
My duties as Aspect have gotten more time-consuming as of late. I'm sorry, Kiri. I should have come sooner. So, this is where you've chosen to settle.
Yes, I have a daily routine. I know all the villagers. I even have my own house.
A house? I see.
Clean the scum. How do we feed the carp, though? Here you go, have some food. Why am I getting no progress for feeding the carp? Where's the other scum? There must be some other scum somewhere, because the feeding the carp is not going up much. Oh shit, it goes deeper. They want me to clean the water outside the village? Oh shit, I have no... Oh. I don't have my cloak anymore on my bar. Oh yeah, I haven't made the new thing. Okay, that's the fish fed. Old man missed eye. My sight may have gone, but I'm fortunate to live in the land which rewards with all the other senses. The flowers, these are the flowers from Kirigosa. Kirigosa, is that you? Oh, You're her friend. She said she was going to visit me today. Did you bring the flowers? He holds the flowers close and inhales deeply. Pure contentment washes over his face. I can't see much anymore, so I try to indulge my remaining senses as best I can, and Kirigosa has cultivated something very special. Welcome to our humble home, friend. I can't see, I'm fucking blind myself. Brilliant and unfathomably blue, these flowers are radiant, an energy that is filled with joy and hope. Toss the fish food in the pond to attract and feed the crabs.
Slow down.
Brewmaster Wild Brew at your service. I travelled to the Jade Forest in search of my own finest ingredients for the brews. Unlike the high and mighty cold drafts of Dawn Blossom, they have a big brew house that mass produces, which is fine, you know, if you enjoy drinking swell. Here's the flower from Kirigosa. Oh, I've been expecting these. These batch of flowers matured well. Look at the blue. Now that the colour of the brew that the Pandaren from ends of all lands are talking about.
Enough of that.
You are in for a treat.
Ah, fan of potions, potion seller. The brewmaster works of concoction, but often misses with some of the finer notes of potion making. Here are the flowers. Speaking of fine notes, Kirigosa's flowers over yonder are a boon to my craft. When crushed with other ingredients, they increase the potency of my final potions. Did I not mention how pretty they are as well?
I have only the finest wares.
Whatever you do, stranger, do not ask my husband about the egg noodle recipe. It's been the longest conversation I've ever heard. Here are the flowers. These are prettier than I could have ever imagined. Look at the shine of their vibrant petals, as if they shimmer with magic. Kirigosa's blue magic beautifies our village. For these I've been looking for a new garnish for the noodle dish. I think I will keep a few in a vase at home as well.
May your deeds live on in story.
Ah, a new visitor.
Wonderful. By the way, if you like the flowers, I'd love to give you a bunch of my next harvest.
Please, take care.
All done. Thank you. The carps are so pretty, aren't they? Their scales shimmer almost like dragons.
Safe travels.
Honest work for an honest day. Thanks, Addercap. Why don't we have some tea and conversation at my home? Just tell me when you're ready.
Stop by anytime.
I appreciate your help around the town today. I hope that you enjoy meeting my friends. Ready to visit your home.
Leaving me behind? Well, I suppose I am a dragon after all.
Look around you. Can you see why I fell in love with Pandaria?
It's beautiful.
Better than frost and snow. Keep up, Calicos. Let the warm winds take you. That boy still has it, doesn't he?
Where are we going?
It's pretty clear.
Home.
My home.
It's so small. A book. I believe this is probably needed for like one of the achievements. I can't be bothered to read through this because this has nothing to do with this quest, but I just went through it so you can pause and read it if you want.
Oh, hello.
Here we are.
Please, take care.
This world is
How strange and wonderful it has been in Carrie's new it is to be in Carrie's own home. That being said, I can't help but notice it is an absolute mess in here. She spends all the time helping with the village. I have a feeling that she doesn't reserve time for herself. Typical Carrie. Caligo sighs. Would you mind tidying the place up a bit, Arakat? I'm sure she'd be glad for the help. Not necessarily.
Come back.
Caligos, your return stirs my heart and my memories. The call of the Isles is strong, believe me. If it is true what you say, that the Blues are united once more, that is more than I could have ever hoped for.
It's true. At the end of the day, you are a blue dragon, Kiri. You belong with us.
This place is so unlike home, and yet I have never felt so at home in such a long time. I've remade my family here. If I had a choice, I would never leave them.
Kiri, I apologize. You do have a choice. I shouldn't push you. Why don't we give you some space to think it over?
Oh, thank you for understanding. If you would like some respite, I recommend the Drunken Hosen in town.
But yeah, my room's a fucking mess myself.
I'm glad you've come.
Ah, did you finish? Thanks very much. I can tell Carrie appreciates you.
I will need some time to think and make my decision. Please, stay a while and enjoy the view. I will find you both shortly.
It's been quiet for a moment. Wait, Callie is quiet for a moment, a wistful look on his face. I'd call upon Nosdormu to help us pass the time, but he'd tell me that I should be able to handle this. So, the Drunken Hosen. If Carrie recommends it, then let us go.
Good luck. The Drunken Hosen? Sounds excellent. Meet you there. Over here, friend.
Friend?
I'm happy for Kiri. She deserves this and so much more. She spent her entire life dedicated to the blue dragonflight, even after loss. After loss. After events I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. Nothing more can be taken from her. We will try to give her the world in the Isles. Cheers, friend. May the blue dragons thrive. I stand with you.
This respite was much needed.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, Kiri, here. Oh, Kiri's here. I wonder if she has made up her decision. Please ask her thoughts.
All will be well.
Ah, a new visitor.
I can't express how happy I am today after spending time with you both, but about the matter you've come for. Will you return to the Dragon Isles with us?
Safe travels to... This is difficult for me to say. I cannot return to the Isles. Not now. Not for a while. It is just this place. These people. I've found... For the first time in a long time, I have agency in my own life.
You know, you'd love these folk called the Tuskar. I learned a valuable lesson from them recently. Wherever we may be, wherever we may go, family will always be family. I'm glad you've come.
I wish the outcome was different, but if Kiri truly happy here, then I can't possibly ask any more. Thank you for coming with me, Arakai. It's time to return to the archives.
Thank you. It It's good to meet you.
There's magic in everything.
Let's get back to work.
There's skies and strong.
Pick a next dragon. Oh, the Crystal Song fiasco. Right and ancient wrong in Crystal Song Forest. The blue dragon Lanagos lent her aid to the mortals during the most recent war against the Burning Legion. However, she failed to respond to the call of the Isle. Has something befallen her, or has she simply chosen not to return? Whatever her reason, our Azure Ghost's globe seems to suggest that she was last seen in Crystal Song Forest.
I stand with you.
Lara Ghost has always been cordial with me. I hope that she's alright.
Keep safe.
I have some idea of what Linda Gosa might be doing in Crystal Song Forest, although I can't imagine why she has taken it upon herself to do it. The forest conceals within it the ruins of Shalmol, a former highborn settlement, and the site of one of the mortal race's first has clashed with the Blue Dragons. If Laragora truly is in Crystal Song, then it may well be something to do with Shinandori. Seek her out, Adaka, and try and convince her to return.
Their skies and Crystal Song's arcane corruption makes it difficult to ground a portal, but I should be able to get you close. Best of luck, my friend. Give Lanagosa my regards, and tell her she is dearly missed here.
Oh, you're not coming with me this time? You want me to go alone? His name Jeff. We opened a portal into the dream. Dun 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 dun. This is not Crystal Song Chorus, this is Soul Track. Kill the sound abominations, it is causing strife in the same land.
I'm out of range.
The threat must be eliminated. Archaeology.
Log entry 386. The echoes seem docile today. My search for the remaining relic shards continues. With luck, my work will soon reach its end, so long as... Hold on a moment. You are actually alive, are you not? Well, that is certainly a refreshing change.
She got a little mad. The flowing tome before you appears to be a collection of research notes. A quill floats nearby, as if ready to inscribe new words upon a fresh page. Several bookmarks have been wedged hastily in the book at various points. Log entry 1. Author notes. Introduction to be added. Focused in detail the theft of the crystal focus from the Nexus vaults. Today, the ramifications of the battle between Shamanal and the Blue Dragonflight yet remain, lingered in every gain of the arcane tinged permafrost that sits within the desecrated ruins of Shalandora. Even now, a keen dim opaqueness, the ruins are as the spirits repeatedly relive the collective demise. This place seeks and accompany the following, first to establish the cause of the arcane anomalies that bind the spirits to this place of their death. Second, to discern the effective means by which to undo said anomalies. And finally, to perform the recorded ritual and ensure that the spirits have finally got rest. Log entry 45. Initial attempts to counteract the anomalies with basic spell-breaking methods have failed. Curiously, the anomalies seem resistant to any means of spell work. that I myself cast. It is as if the enchantments hold the memories of these enchantments in high regard and strengthens itself against those that bring whose advance employed to stop it. In other words, I fear that the enchantments, however independently, may suffice to ward against the interference of blue dragons. This is both exceedingly ironic and remarkably problematic for my continued research. We'll have to explore the other options. Entry log 199. I've lost track of time since I last spoke with another living soul. Based on the progress of the moon, though, in the sky, I believe that it's roughly a year since I arrived at Crystal Song Forest. I've made little progress. The shards of the crystal focus that I believe was used to put this enchantment in place lie scattered across the ground I walk upon. When I move and gather them, though, they flee from my very touch. It is as if they remember Shamara's grudge against the flight. Still, I am not deterred. Blue dragons created this problem, and blue dragons shall see its end. I only wish that I had someone to talk to in the meantime. Someone other than the flowing book, that is. Entry log 230 something 4234. I'm tired. The keen groans of my echoes in Shadows wears upon my mind like a chorus of the damned. They cry out in fear with frightening regularity. The loop repeats over and over, no variation, no relief. I'm at my wit's end. Perhaps this truly is irreversible. Like I said, she went a bit mad.
Blue is best.
Forgive me, Death Knight. I mistook you for a tormented arcane aberration. Do not give me that look. You'd be surprised how easily mistake it is to make out here.
I should get back to it.
No doubt Caligos has sent you. I heard the call of the Isles, as we all did, but I can't leave this place now. Not while the tormented memories of Sharon still condemn the walk the crystal waste. If you really wish to return, me to return, though, perhaps we can be of little assistance.
See you around.
In attempting to defend their home against the fury of the blue dragonflight, Shamara mages condemned the souls of their people to an eternity of crystalline torment. Now their echoes wander aimlessly, reliving the civilization's doom again and again for more than 10,000 years. I have found some sort of shards, yet retaining the shards of sentence. Shades who have yet retained shards of sentence. Perhaps they can be reasoned with, convinced to free themselves from the mire of their own ancient fear and past, at least.
All right then. I should get back.
Sharara's reckless use of the crystalline focus placed too much stress on the relic, causing it to shatter into fragments, have been scattered across the permafrost. I can recreate the foci, but I need you to collect them, enough of their shards to give me something to go on. You should be able to find them amidst the piles of crystals scattered through the area. Take heed, Death Knight. These shards may still hold fragments of the mage's memories from that fateful day.
All right then.
Wretched pawn of the dragons, you will die by my hand. All anger, and for what? You've accomplished nothing here! What do you mean? We've defended Tralia, I've defended Tralia. Look around you, Sara has fallen by your own people's hands. Do not let your rage shroud you by the truth. Perhaps you're right. For all my rage, I'm so tired. Halt, who goes there? State your business. I'm a friend who came here to help you. A friend, a likely story. How do I know the dragons did not send you to retrieve the relic? Look around you, the danger is past. This is not your home, you remember. I think it's time for me to go. What's the dog doing? I'm finessing people into killing themselves. Halt. Who goes there? State your business in Shaldor. My friend, I came here to help you. When you finesse people into killing themselves now. Interloper, what business have given you in Sundari? I shall gut you where you stand. Sundari is gone. You no longer need to protect. It's like, no, I will protect it. And I'm like, I don't care. I can fucking kill you. Again. Oh, what business have you? Get the weed. Not weed. Crystalline focus fragment. Even shattered, the crystalline fragments thrums with arcane power. What's the dog doing? So let's get those crystals. The dragons are retreating. This power shall be...
Log entry 387. Caligos has sent a mortal to retrieve me. Truth be told, I had assumed they had forgotten about me. It is nice to be remembered. I think I have run out of ideas. If reforging the crystal focus does not work, then I do not know what will. Oh, welcome back. Did you find anything? Hello there. See you around.
The crystalline prison is not easy to escape. Still, with luck, our work will let the spirits that let Yenga here find some mediocre priest.
All right then.
Malagos' rage fed Shalara's desperation. Now, our flight's failure is frozen in crystal for the world to see.
I should get
Malagos
back
believed
to
that we alone were capable of stewarding the martyrdom truths of the arcane. His and our failure to consider the potential of mortals led to the tragedy you see here.
See you around.
The time is upon us, Adokap. With your help, most of the restless echoes of the Saldai have been quelled. However, some yet remain, whose rage and sorrow burns too brightly to be eased with mere words. Use the shards that you've recovered in the using the shards you've recovered. I've managed to recreate the faceline of the crystalline focus that brought the ruin here. Use it here should bring the anchored spirits to bear and give us an opportunity to grant them a final rest. Be on guard. I do not know how long held sorrows will manifest.
I should get back to it. After all these years, these pieces you've brought me should finally be enough. I have enchanted this new crystal focus with a beacon spell. Use it near a wellspring of arcane energy, and the remaining restless spirits will flock to it. The great crystal tree nearby should do nicely. Shatter the crystal once the spirits have gathered within it, and the enchantment that binds them to these ruins should at last be broken.
No, we can't fall. How long has it been? How many years? Again. I hear it still. Release us from this torment.
I can't detect that. I don't have a target.
Years of torment, all for naught. He's opened a portal into the dream! At last, the magic that was binding these tormented memories to the ruined has been broken. It will be some time before the lesser echoes fully disperse. Still, with the source finally banished and the relic fragments removed, the fragments of the memories that remain trapped here will finally be relieved of their torment. It has been so many years since Chandra has known true silence. With luck, our actions today will allow the echoes of this cursed place to fade. You're due back in the Isles, no doubt, and I think it's high time I fly there as well. Return to him.
With the focusing crystal shattered, the echoes will eventually fade, and these ruins will be silent. At last, the spirits of Shandaral will be permitted a well-deserved rest. It has been many years since I have seen other living, breathing people, let alone members of my kind. I am nervous. Log entry 387, epilogue. The echoes of Shandaral have ended their watch. It is time for me to return home.
Oh, there they are. The aftermath of the conflict in Shimura has hung over our flight like a pile for so many years. To think that Laragos has been toiling all this time to lay those spirits to rest. Thank you for lending her your aid, Arcat. You've once again shown yourself as a true ally to my people.
All will be well.
Get the last two now. Alright. Pheramore, never forget! Investigate a Komora of rogue mages in the ruins of Pheramore. Never forget Pheramore! According to Alagorta's note, the blue dragon Suragos was last seen investigating a sect of rogue mages known as the Sullied Banners. Suragos' last message stated that she intended to travel to the ruins of Pheramore. Perhaps she uncovered traces of the Sullied Banner there. Either way, if Suragos is to be found, Pheramore seems to be the best place to search for her. Never forget Pheramore! Pheramore. I would rather not return to that place, but Suragos is there, then perhaps there's work to be done. So long as there has been magic, there's been those willing to utilize it for nefarious ends. I'm not certain what grievance these rogue mages hold that has prompted Suragos to chase them down, but I'm inclined to trust in her judgment on the matter. Let us go to her, Arakat. Perhaps we can solve the rogue mage problem and convince Suragos to return in a single turn.
Good luck, Pheramore. Of all the places.
Never forget.
Jurgo said in his notes that he intended to seek out Saragossa himself. If the situation is truly so dire, then I shall accompany you on your way. It would be wise to avoid getting too close until we are apprised of the situation. This portal will take us to the cliffs just beyond Pheramore.
Pheramore is the WoW's version of 9/11. You can never forget it. Never forget Pheramore. because Jaina will make sure she never fucking shuts up about it. A portal into the dream. Never forget Faramore. You can reverse time where Faramore was not a pile of nuclear waste.
I see your intuition was correct, Azuragos. Here comes Kalecgos' mortal now.
Greetings, mortal. You and your hangers on have appeared just in time to see me obliterate this pack of misguided magi. The precocious whelp seems to be trying to recreate the very bomb that leveled Faramore. Predictably, they have yet to succeed. Still, I would rather not give them a chance to stumble into a more effective solution. If our dire aspect wishes to avoid a similar turning the whole lot of them into mana dust, then I suspect I can refrain from capturing the ruins in a frost spell. Someone will need to go and repose their binaural attempts at Oradrunes, though. Do you think you could take care of them?
It's good to see you again.
I've always hoped that the mages would once again walk these streets of Faramore. This however, is not what I had in mind. If the Sully Banners truly intend to recreate a working mana bomb, then they must be stopped, but I will not repeat the mistake Malygos made. There must be a way to reason with them. I shall place an enchantment upon you that will allow you to subdue the mages without killing them. See to it that they can't continue their ill-intended action.
Fly true. This death ward should blunt your blows and allow you to subdue the mages without killing them. Find us near the docks when you are done.
The path of mercy again, Kalecgos. I would have thought your encounter with Razageth would have at last relieved you of that impulse.
Every time Malygos chose to intervene in the affairs of mortals, mages died. And where has that brought us? I will not perpetuate that cycle of destruction any longer.
Is that so? Show us then. But do not expect us to clean up your mess if this goes wrong.
You lead our flight, Kalecgos. We will do things your way. Let us hope your peaceable solution does not end buried under the corpses of dragons.
Thank you for your aid, my friend. With your help, we will show them that there is another way.
For those we have lost, we will avenge Faramore. Never forget! Faramore will be avenged. Flee, my friends, the dragons have come. Portal the mana bomb to Orgrimmar. But we just overrun him. Curse you, dragon slapdog. Never forget Faramore.
You are soft, Kalecgos. You always have been. These mages are a threat, and should be treated as such.
They fly the flag of Theramore. These people are grieving. They fear for their lives. I am certain they can be reasoned with.
Quiet your steps, mortal, lest you spook their leader.
This world is full of
Arcane magic has always been well suited to matters of status and security. I'm pleased that we can put it to the effect here. Still, the question remains, what drove these mages to do such reckless action in the first place?
Together, we can achieve anything.
Well, Death Knight, I suppose that you're not as hapless as most mortals who cross my path. You may deserve some immediate metacrocum of recognition for a death work. Not from me, mind you. If you want a pat on the head, go ask Caligos. That does sound pretty nice. With many of their rank and flame captured, it's time to deal with the leader of the so-called Sullied Banners. I imagine Caligos wishes to take her alive. I have no such compassions, but I am not a picky dragon, so long as we can put a stop to the schemes, I care little what happens to her. Its plan, though troublesome, seems to have worked thus far. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, at least for a short while. Apprehend Tari Flickleflame.
The leader of the Sullied Banner is working nearby. Saragossa tells me that she is quite powerful. I will accompany you to ensure your safety, but...
No, Caligos. The mortal must go alone. Our presence will merely exacerbate the situation. She will feel more threatened. We are breaking the cycle, yes?
You make a fair point. Very well. We shall remain here, friend. Please stop their leader before she does something she comes to regret.
If I'm right, then Tari Flickleflame is the apprentice that Jaina had in Theramore who died in the bombing, but obviously she didn't die. Like, I know that Flickleflame is definitely the second name. I don't know the first name, because I know there's like a thing in like the New Daralan, which is like a memorial of her. But of course, it's my book, so like no one knows this lore because Blizzard just decided to remove the. Well, they didn't remove it, they just wrote it in a book so no one's read it. How the fuck are you meant to apprehend someone who doesn't exist, though?
For the sake of those we lost, I won't let you stop me!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that she was the apprentice that was in the bombing of Theramore. She got kind of nuked though by my fucking void bomb. I admit I didn't expect things to go this way. The gnome, no, the Magus Flickleflame, she has suffered so much. It makes sense that she would wish to cultivate her powers in order to subvert further tragedy from coming to pass. Caligos says that we must be mediators and protectors, not hoarders of secrets. I think I'm beginning to understand what he means. I do not understand what drives Turi Flickleflame and her band of mages to attempt what they have done here today, but I do understand the pain of losing family. I understand the fear and regret that follows you wherever you go. I have much to think about. I imagine that Caligos has much yet to do in the Dragon Isles. Return with them, I will follow soon. I need some time to think upon what happened here today.
Thank you for your aid, my friend. And for yours, Saragossa. I do not know where we would be without your hard work. You three should get back to the Isles. I will meet you there. I need to speak with Turi first.
I must admit, Caligos, I did not think your plan would work. but you seem to have cleaned things up rather nicely.
No, not yet. There is more work to be done.
Kalos. Oh, blast it all.
Well, go on then, hero. No doubt you wish to hear what is said in there. As for me, I have other matters to see to, now that this mess has been resolved.
Come to laugh at me then? Or maybe just to crush me underfoot?
I want to know why you were doing this. Why would you try to recreate something so horrid?
What choice did we have? We had to protect ourselves. I couldn't do a thing to stop the first mana bomb, and because of that, Ronan and Kindy and everyone is gone! You were supposed to protect us. You were supposed to keep things like this from happening, but you didn't. And now, our home is gone. We can't ever get it back.
Turi Flickerflame, yes? I remember you. You were one of Ronan's apprentices. You speak the truth. We tried to protect the focusing iris. We tried to protect Theramore and its people. But we failed. Nothing I say can ever bring back the Fallen. There are no words to properly express the regret I feel towards what happened here. But this, we can move forward together, Turi. We can be better than those who came before.
I just miss them so much.
I know. But come. I would hear your thoughts on the future that you want to build for your allies. As one of Ronan's apprentices, I would very much appreciate your insight.
Okay, so I guess that's that. We opened a portal into the nightmare. But yes, question much longer than I intended. Suragos and Azugos are hardly the only members of my flight to question my more measured approach to misuse of magic. I'm glad that their perspectives and their willingness to check on my optimism. Still, I hope that they come to see things as I do. Come, we've yet more to do. Now, time for the last one. Hele Martrin Patara proceeds over Wintering. Even after the defeating the power-hungry mage Urabasan, she continues to find and dispel dangers in her homeland. As the last living consort of Malagos, she tirelessly upholds his legacy as guardian of magic. Her return would greatly strengthen the Blue Dragonflight. Okay, it makes sense that Sindragosa would go since it's a Malagos consort, but also might be a little jealous of her.
This world is full of wonder. Good luck.
I have been keeping tabs on Hela since my awakening.
So much yet to be done.
I'm very curious about Hela. She is one of the last living consorts of Malagos. I'm grateful for her going to Malagos in his time of need. I will admit, I've spent some time spying on her. She is a blue dragon, though, and through. Sputenda's proud and one of the more careful ones around magic. I feel most suited to be the one to visit her about the call to the Isles. Take my portal when you're ready. I shall meet you there.
Fair skies and strong winds to you.
You gonna say anything? Doesn't seem so.
This area is rich with the scent of magic. Halle must be close.
Really? There must be something useful in this dratted book. Why
title yourself Secrets of Aberrations if all you present is common knowledge? Ugh! What is it?
Name yourself, intruders.
Safe travels, my dear. Sindragosa. It can't be. Are you an illusion?
Indeed. I am but a simulacrum. I am here to ask about your return to the Dragon Isles.
Well, I do intend to answer the call. However, as you can see, I have much unfinished business here in Winter Spring.
Is it certainly bizarre to see Sindragosa real in all but the flesh? Look, I appreciate that you have both come all this way for me. The Isles sound delightful, but I have dedicated many years to cleaning up Winter Spring. I'm not about to leave my job unfinished. Magic is abound, and unfortunately not all good. If you would like to help, the Hidden Grove is next on my list. There lies the ruins of a totems that still emit with some sort of magic. Will you collect the pieces of them?
Thank you. It seems you already know who I am, though we have never met.
Since my awakening, I have spent much time learning the current state of affairs in regards to my flight. Many paths led to Winter Spring. Change has befallen this area several times over, yet you remain its constant.
This was once a home for many blue dragons, including myself. I would like to believe it still can be, after my work is finished here.
So all the way over there. How are you? How are you? Go kill some furbolgs for a quest. This is actually the original zone where that video is from. Unfortunately, that video is erased. I have no idea why. Probably some racist joke I just didn't see. Because I completely missed one from a different Borfils until much later. But I don't see where there would be one in that one, which is such a shame though, because it's like one of the Krenda videos I reference the most, and it's just lost forever. That's not a totem, which I was expecting. Totemic runes. Hunk of piece of petrified wood, iron and fur. Damn, I'm dead. Man, if I got the usual whelp though.
Within every beast lies a monster.
It's too far away.
Dun, 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 dun. Please, no, no. Like, I'm probably going to end up splitting this into two. Because like I've said many a times, I didn't expect this quest chain to be so fucking long. I know how this question ends. I just didn't know. I didn't realize there was actually so much to it, though. I don't even know how it ends, really. I just seen spoilers of it. Like, people have been like, oh, the Blue Dragon quest chain. I was expecting it to be like the length of the tier 1.
Greetings.
And that one, I suppose, is harmless enough.
Be careful.
Thank you. Now take a close look at these.
Thank you for your input.
Today is the day. Is day 41 without finding a harmful artifact. I'm further delighted to report that while you were away, a handful more proved harmless. Perhaps my hunt in Winter Spring is almost concluded. Come to think of it, you have some magical ability, don't you? Or enough bravery to help me test some of the artifacts. Don't be nervous, none of them will permanently hurt you. Artifacts with these kind of dangerous powers were taken care of in the first years here.
Be careful.
May I assist you, Halle?
Oh, no, thank you. I have a specific way of doing things. You don't need to trouble yourself.
But you find me fucking killing myself.
A rather unoriginal and amateur curse. Do not worry, you'll defrost shortly. Those souls are beyond my help now, but at least they are free.
I need to get closer.
I suspect we would need the right boot to complete the set. Oh well.
Is that fucking Saranite? That's so delicious. Can I have a bite of that Saranite?
What can I do for you?
It seems the free out of the way of a little magical impact. That's great news.
Safe travels, my dear.
While you were working, I was expecting the totemic runes you retrieved. There's always been something odd about the hidden grove. I used to be occupied with a robust population of harmless white hares. Now there are only Madden Owlkin and strange tomes. I've put the pieces together. It is no masterpiece, but hopefully we can glean a stronger magical effect from the whole. Maybe it will even make us sprout some feathers and fur. You would think as a blue dragon I would enjoy the cold, but no.
Thank you for your... Let us test it over there where there is more space. Why not? I am feeling quite optimistic after today's results so far.
Halle, I suggest taking greater care with this particular...
Not to fret, Syndragosa. It seems that there remains mostly harmless curses and hexes, weakened from time. I may join you in the Isles sooner than I thought.
This one doesn't seem that weak.
Then I shall observe.
What is it?
Okay, let's test the tome.
Safe travels, my dear. What? Oh, what did I expect?
Ow.
Enough! Yes? What
Of course, what did I expect?
Why, oh, why? Can one of these cursed artifacts simply not be cursed for once in my life?
Halle, wait. It seems the more...
Oh dear, I have an idea. Speak to me when you're ready.
Farewell then, young one.
I remember this place, peaceful at the glance, but it carries a terrible dark history. What is your plan? There is one place of great warmth in Winter Spring. Follow the path west and you'll find some delightful steaming hot springs. Meet us there.
We will meet again.
It's never-ending. Irresponsible magic remains abundant in every nook and cranny, and I have only been in Winterspring.
You are doing an aspect's breadth of work all on your own. I admire your tenacity.
I do not know why I keep getting my hopes up. This place will never be fully cleansed.
You said, how many days has it been since the last bad artifact? 40?
41! I will not rest until it has been 100. I am not even halfway there.
My dear child, breathe. Let us walk away from this for a moment. I know the perfect place.
Why are we here? I need to get back to work.
You mean to say in all your years here, you have never been to the hot springs? My research indicated they were very well known.
Lounging about in hot water. That is a luxury I cannot afford.
Not a luxury, a necessity. Champion, go on.
It was fine. Just for a moment then.
This is nice.
I never even went in the water, I just floated on top of it.
I know just what to do with
Sometimes we just need to taste of simpler things again.
Do not let the magic go.
It seems to have been a good idea. Now, let's hope that we can broach the subject of the Isles again. I'm glad to see that Helen is relaxed. She deserves it.
I appreciate your Halle. Winter Spring is better because of you. Now, your skills are wanted elsewhere. Return to the Azure Archives with us for at least a small amount of time. I promise there are several matters of importance to interest you.
I admit, I have been in isolation for some time. Your offer is tempting. Change would be nice. Your visit has reminded me that there is an entire world out there.
Your mission here is quite respectable. I understand the need to make your home a home once more.
Thank you. I will return with you, but know that I will need to decide whether to stay or not, and for how long. But first, a few more minutes in this water. It is quite nice.
Alright, I think we're getting to the end of the quest chain now. Hello, is there anyone here?
Well met. It is good to see you.
Everyone is here except that one person.
I believe it is time.
We shall have... we have found Helen a hot spring here too.
Thank you.
She does like her hot springs. Thank you again, Aka. All the blue dragons are accounted for. We can get back to caring for Azeroth's magic and making sure that its power isn't abused. I believe a speech is in order. I would be honoured if you'd stay for it. We've can head to the Nexus afterwards to see what Azure Ghost has discovered about Sindragosa and Malygos' arcane memories.
Keep safe.
The Azure Archon will be the new home of the Blue Dragonflight thanks to your aid. Let's hear the speech then.
It is good to see all of you here. I once believed that our flight was better off in pieces. Each dragon pursuing their own interests. I was wrong. The Blue Dragons work best when we are a family. When we are united. Together, we...
Caligos, I need aid at the Veiled Ossuary. The memories of Sindragosa and Malygos are destroying this place.
I see. Friends, I'm sorry to ask you this so suddenly, but it seems we have need of your aid already.
Oh, they're at the Veiled Ossuary.
How can I help?
It appears that this was a short reunion.
Fly true.
I hope that we would be able to find a way to dispel these strange arcane memories. From whatever remains of Malygos and Sindragosa, it appears that they have grown more out of control than expected. Please accompany some of the gathered blue dragons to the Veiled Ossuary and help Azure Ghost. Sindragosa and I will remain here and investigate what to be done about the situation.
Come back. I'll get you a portal to Azure Ghost's location in the Veiled Ossuary. Do what you can to aid him and uncover the source of this disturbance. I will stay here to monitor the situation with the others and speak to Senegos on a matter concerning his brood.
It should only be a moment of your time, Caligos. Stellagosa, Emagosa, you will want to be here as well.
Of course, Grandfather. Whatever you need.
We opened a portal into the dream. Or rather, the nightmare.
You're all here. I need as many of you as possible to drain the arcana coming out of this tomb.
What brings you out here?
Well,
Everybody's here. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I suppose this is teamwork Kalag has been talking about. Perhaps it's useful after all.
do take care out there.
Malygos and Sindragosa linger in essence are screaming for rest. We need to find a way to give it to them. Malygos and Sindragosa's essence have created a massive arcane disruption. Their memories are running around the Veiled Ossuarium trying to drain the arcana out of the graves. Our combined efforts are merely keeping the energies at bay. We need the memories in the nearby area disrupted. Once they've been disrupted, we should be able to remove the barrier and reach the essence inside.
Do take care out there.
3 incredibly powerful memories have formed throughout the Veiled Ossuarium. Soon their energies will be so vast that we won't be able to create. They'll be able to create their own arcane constructs, thus overwhelming the place. Take them down so that we can weaken the barrier and reach Malygos and Sindragosa's essence.
Going so soon.
The strange creatures are trying to release something.
Target something first.
None shall survive. Memory of defenders. creatures have no mind of their own. They're just mindless and dead, bent to nothing but his will. Memory of the betrayer. Sindragosa. Ah, fuck, I can't read. Cone of Destruction. With the Dragon Troll, I shall make an example of you foolish blue dragons. What the fuck did you say? Sindragosa, you long suspected my motives. You were too weak to stand against me. Such anger, such hatred, what are these creatures? These creatures have no mind of their own. They're mindless and dead, bent to nothing but his will.
I'm out of range.
Defenders are so annoying. Whoa. Memory of a loyalist. Gotta slay the memory of a loyalist. You dis. Memory of Master. Fuck you.
I need to get closer.
You are bound to my will. No. I must not obey again. Let's do this. I'll teach you, ignorant child, that you know nothing of magic. You will succumb to last drawn breath. Memory of a treacherous sister. I did what had to be done, bro. You gave me no alternative. She just summoned me from the void. And so it ends the Nexus War. How are you? How are you? Go kill an adventurer for a quest. Memory of loyalty. Alright, let's go through that portal.
Did you need something?
The barrier is getting weaker, fine work. The chaos in the area is weakening. Tell me, what memories did you see? The barrier is weakening thanks to your aid. In a moment we'll be able to break it down. Our main priority is to recover Malagos and Sindragosa's essence. Something has gone very wrong with laying them to rest. There are a few theories I have regarding the current situation. We can speak about it as we enter. Let me know when you're ready.
Do they care out there?
Malagos and Sindragosa's lingering essence are screaming for the rest. We need to give it to them. I'm ready to go beyond the barrier.
Sindragosa and Malagos should be at rest, yet their anger is growing larger by the moment.
Maybe they want things settled. Didn't they both die very violently?
Like the spirits of Crystal Song Forest. Sindragosa and Malagos are stranded in their final moments of death.
And now, they are reliving those final moments of their lives in an endless loop. Perhaps all of this chaos was their only way of getting our attention. Wildly lashing out, hoping someone would hear them.
Well, we certainly hear them, and we are going to help. Champion, recover their essences. We are taking them back to the Azure Archives.
Lingering essence of Malagos. You hear the screams of agony and rage from this small essence of Malagos, the former aspect of magic, still trapped in his fury, still trapped as a furry. You hear the screams of agony and rage from the small essence of the last remnant of Sindragosa of in it, crying out for her torment to be quelled.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Come on.
Going so soon. Pity. Ah, greetings.
It seems the blue dragons cannot leave behind our legacy of the void.
Do take care.
Thanks to your merciful jester, to think a merciful jester could turn out like this, I suppose we're all underestimating the rage that's still within Sindragosa and Malagos. I can hear the pain cries of rage and agony from these essences. I suspect this is what triggered after attempting to put them to rest. They were dominated for a time, but the combined rage of both Malagos and Sindragosa merged together to create a phenomenon. Quickly, we must make for the Azure Archives and inform Malagos and Sindragosa of this. Together, we may be able to finally give them the peace they deserve by putting them in a greatly upgraded staff.
Do quickly. Malagos and Sindragosa know what must be done next.
Oh shit. Oh no, there's a pole right outside the front. We could do what they do with Terragosa's Rest and just trap them in a greatly upgraded staff. Nah, they didn't get trapped there, they got freed from that.
It's too far away.
Or did they? I can't remember.
And everyone. I believe we
Indeed. How strange to see what remains of my essence in life. I can hear her cries, calling out to me.
I stand with you.
I'm glad you recovered the essence of Sindragosa and Malagos. I never imagined trying to place their spirits to rest would lead to this.
I have a plan of how to address this matter, though it is a rather dangerous one. What flight do
Malagos
you
and myself
from?
both suffered horrible violent ends. The remains of our essence have been trapped in an endless loop. They must be reformed and broken out of the loop. To do so will require a tremendous amount of concentrated power. We will have to utilize every amount of arcane energy within the Azure Archives, along with all of the assembled blue dragons. It is our only chance we have to reform these spirits and put an end to their suffering. Subdue the restless spirits of Malagos and Sindragosa at the Azure Vault.
Do not let the magic go away.
Shall we begin? I'm ready to enter the Azure Vault and free them from their void essence.
For all you
Free them from this mage prism. Fire everything at everyone. Hello?
Well met, friend.
Give the word, and I will channel the energy we have gathered and release Sindragosa and Malagos. We'll be in for a fight. I'll hold one of them while you handle the other. I'm ready.
Blue dragons, focus your energies now with mine. We must break Sindragosa and Malagos free of this curse.
Where am I?
Malagos! You abandoned me! You and your mortal kind! You'll all pay for this!
The mortals are the ones who shall pay for daring to usurp the power of the Blue Dragons!
I'll handle Malagos. You take Sindragosa.
You have the full might of the Azure Archives behind you.
Bitch, you said interrupt casting. Holy shit! Oh yeah, my meteor hits a lot.
Twisted by darkness and anger. The pain! It hurts so much! Please, make it stop.
Damn, sounds like me. For real. I'm in constant fucking
She's
pain.
holding herself back. I cannot contain it. Please, free me from this eternal torment.
Shit, she bound me to her well.
I'm out of range.
I should have stopped Neltharion when I first suspected his motives. I am so sorry it has come to this. I should have stopped it.
The fight is over, Malagos. Come to your senses and be free.
I don't.
Never. I cannot give up.
There's magic in everything.
Malagos and Sindragosa have been soothed. It's time to properly send them to the beyond. That fucking trinket is so good. It does so much damage on every one of these quests. It literally halves Sindragosa's health alone.
Keep safe.
Malagos? Is it truly you?
My treasure. What happened?
I believe I hold the answer to that. Oh, I see. My dear, dear Caligos. Aspect of the blue dragonflight.
I remember you. I am so sorry, Caligos. My burden should not be yours to bear.
You did not leave a burden. You left a brilliant legacy. One I and our flight will carry onward.
It seems they are in good hands. Together. Always. You have come so far, my child. My work is done. For now. Thank you, Caligos. Lead them well.
Thank you, my lady, for everything.
Whoa! He has been waiting for this moment for quite a long time. The Blue Dragons are together again. Sindragosa and Malagos's legacies have been put to rest, and my children's children can once again experience the beauty of the Dragon Isles. It's time for me to rest. Adhikar, there are many dragons waiting for me, and many who have sorely missed every day of the long life of mine. Malagos and Sindragosa's spirits can finally rest. Thank you once more for all your aid, Adhikar. There's one last thing that must be done.
Fly true.
It brightens my heart to see everyone reunited and Malagos and Sindragosa at peace at last. It is time to I gave you one last gift, something the Blue Dragons have not seen in quite some time. The peace of passing of one of their own. It is my time, Adhikar. I should have flown beyond some time ago, but I could not leave my kind in such disarray. Would you do an old dragon the honor of seeing me off on one last adventure? You don't have to go. Figure out how to save you now. You want him to go, but we'll just say this just to see what the thing is. I'm sure you could find some ancient artifact that would give me another 1,000 years or reverse my age. I know because I found several. How do you think I lasted this long? I made the promise to my daughter, Stelagosa's mother, when she was killed. I told her that I would look after Stelagos and the others until our flight was renewed. There are many things I've done to artificially extend my life. I should have passed some time ago, but I could not leave my brood alone. There is nothing I need to be saved from, Adhikar. It is my time. It's been my time for a while. I finally get to rest and accept it. Goodbye, Senegros.
Grandfather?
No tears, my dear. A life as full as mine should be celebrated, not mourned. It is up to you to lead the Azure Wing now.
You cannot go. I am not ready.
We rarely are, my dear Starlight. Carry my lessons close to your heart, and I will never be far from you.
But yeah, that's the one part of the question I knew about, that he just dies.
It's good to see you again.
Suragos, what a tremendous gift he's given us all. Thank you, Adhikar. I do not know if I could have united the Blue Dragons without you, and for that I will forever be grateful. It's time for me to take my lead. Everyone, forward.
Good luck.
It is hard to believe he's really gone. What do we do now?
We strengthen the bonds of our flight that remain by celebrating those who came before. Senegos, Sindragosa, Malagos. All those we've lost. You are all welcome to stay in the archives for as long as you need. This is our
Nexus? The vaults seem to have more knowledge that I haven't recorded yet.
I can help you look after the Nexus if you want to start to come here.
Me too. I bet you old Malagos had a few ideas on how to play the market back in his day.
Let us just make sure someone always accompanies Zeros to the Nexus.
As Yoragos, I shall join you in studying the vaults. I have a few things I am curious about.
I suppose company in my studies would be a change of pace.
I will be here whenever any of you have need of me.
Well,
well met, friend.
It's now time for me to rest as well. Night.